Yo, is this thing working? I
Estimated
think this
SOS
thing
is
was working.
1,998.
I don't know. Oh, that's this.
We
Alright.
expect to be fighting for the podium.
How we doing, guys? It's been a minute, so let's I've been busy doing some other stuff, practice a little bit on this, feeling like, hey, let's get a race going on.
Green, green, green.
I screwed up my second lap. It was much better. I had second for the moment.
Left side. Hold your line. Still there.
Still there?
Hold your line. Still there.
Right there.
Clear left.
All clear, all clear. There's an incident behind.
Phew. I was hoping that guy would give me that route. He wasn't going to, but...
I'm sorry, man. He dived by me and I got in the grass.
Couldn't keep it pinned the whole time. Cold tires.
You're in third place. Good job, man.
This guy's slowing me down a little bit. But we're staying up with first, so that's fine.
There's an incident behind.
On your left. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Stay right.
Clear left. Car
Stay
left.
right.
Still there. Still there.
Right there.
Hold your line. Hold your line.
Keep right there.
Clear left.
All clear, all clear.
Cut his fucking nose off.
Good job. The next car is the leader.
Almost missed a gear there.
You're in second. There's an incident behind.
Jeez. I'm glad I'm not behind. Get on that grip strip, damn it.
Five minutes to go. That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 16.12.
All he has to do is screw up. Okay, let's try to bring it like it hasn't been brought in before. The tires are getting warm. Let's get jiggy with it. And there's only 5 minutes to go, and I've already got more of a lead on the guy behind me. But the guy in front of me has already got more of a lead on me, so I'm not gonna get any help from him unless he screws a pooch somewhere.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 15.901.
Okay, I've not hit a 15 yet, ever. Not in this configuration, because this is all a rookie class. Fixed setups. Going for safety rating, guys. Safety rating. Oh, and somebody ate that corner bad. Gained another half a second on George. That was too soon, Junior. Too fucking soon. OM to the G I turned into so soon early on that.
The leader just did a 16.096.
Do you guys run till the light flashes or just until the blue light? Before you shift. I mean, first gear there, I mean, of course you're not going to shift on a place where you're just going to immediately brake, but I have a feeling, this is just a feeling, and it showed when we were passing people early on, that shifting at the blue light was faster.
Alright, man. White flag at the line.
If you watched my speedo,
That was your fastest lap of the session.
15.9. You almost hit a 15.8 something. Well, high 8s. Might as well be a 9. I'm also lifting. I'm not full throttle, and we're
What the hell was that, man?
just rev matching.
There's the checkered flag. Great job, driver.
Excellent job, Danny. Congrats. Top 5. Yoink. Oh, that one off track counted. Jason. That would maybe... Was that the only thing?
Excellent job, Danny. Congrats. Top 5.
Yeah, that was the only one. Well, obviously, because it says total 1. But... shouldn't have went off like that. Because I only have a 2.5 safety rating here. Uh-huh. Let's check out the turkey timeline, shall we? We're watching it most exciting, but let's watch me back here. Because, like, I'm, like, number 2. But we can see second, third. He tried a really big dive bomb, but he wasn't gonna make it. I'm glad he decided that was just a dumbass idea, because I had nowhere to go to my outside except maybe just a tiny bit, but I was closing that hole off. I saw him trying to come in, and I was like, oh, F that fool. So started 4th by turn number, is that 2? Wow, that's already... fast. Now, what's there? Some accidents. Oh no. He's in the grass. Bam.
I'm sorry, man. He dive bombed me, and I got in the grass.
Yeah. Oh. What happened to him? It looked like that RC Quinterio? What went on here? This car was all sorts of effed up. So that's what screwed his car up. They decided to go 3 wide onto coming to this corner. Number 10 was smart. No, number 10 decided to dive bomb a little bit. Squish him over into the other 2. No, that was... not dive bomb, I wouldn't say, but more like... oh, see... and that black dude, for some reason, he was gonna...
I'm sorry, man. He dive bombed me, and
Crikey, what the fuck was going on here with the black dude, the black car? He's way the fuck back here. Thinking that he's gonna take some supercalifragilistic run. He dive bombs that guy, puts him out in the grass, and then they hit, and
I'm sorry, man. He dive bombed me, and I got in the grass.
Yeah, totally. And oh, then we get to him, and that's car 7. And so car 7, was that the same black car? I'm sorry, we need to... oh, wait. That was literally right at the start. Okay, let's go. That's weird. I didn't realize car 7 died on turn 2 because we had already skipped forward to the first incident. So here's 7 make bot, and then they bop, bada boom boom. Multiple hits on that tire, the rear. Oh, you see it wobbling out there, the right rear. And like he broke something. That was kind of what, I'm not gonna lie, the guy that I passed for second, he like bumped me. 7's doing loop-de-loos around there. Can't get shit. He broke. Oh. Well, like no room. Oh, 16, you didn't give him any room. What were you doing? Let's navigate this a little bit better, because that might be not be his. Well, yes. He goes to pass, and just touches his. Yeah, just enough to make him spin. Oh, he's still broke. Oh no. 12 saves it. Now here's that black crazy driver. Oh. Wow. Okay, that was vicious. You know, so Ivan, you really got cooked there, dude. You got cucked. And who's the guy behind him? Arthur. Arthur from Canada, position 15. So Arthur has a great line here, and this is true. We're not gonna lie there. He had a great line. And he went slow, and 16 got really lucky that he didn't get taken with that. Oh, here's 16 again. Oh, no, this is 10, but... Oh, now they're all dying. Oh. They did some nasty stuff there for a moment. Oh, Jesus, 12 of that black guy comes and hits him. Did it hurt his car? He's still on the grass. Get off the fucking grass. Test out your car. Here's position 16. And he flips a Yui. And was really smart. And didn't go until he saw that he had some room. Ooh. Everybody got safe. Oh no. 7, you got your car fixed. 7, you got your car fixed. Ooh. Oh, this is a dive bomb and a half. Oh my god. Well, I wouldn't say a dive bomb and a half so much. It seemed like 16 had the speed and this other guy in front of him braked way early. 16 gets inside him. Inside the wee guy. 5 comes around and 2 gets locked up.
What the hell was that, man?
That turned into an interesting race for the guys behind, so I'm glad we started out there in 4th and quickly moved up to 3rd and then, you know, got 2nd in the end, so that's cool. Ooh, safety rating. NCA counted 1 ink. Danny and I both got counted 1 ink and we didn't have a single count before that. Yep, so I only got a .03. Gained 44, 3488. Look at that, 3488. Pretty good. We have 12 minutes to wait for the other one. Now, let's hop into earlier. I made a movie. I made a video. We just have to find it. I don't think it's supposed to be in there. Yeah, it's not in that. I don't know why it kicked that library out. Oh, I know why it kicked that library out. So, hold the phone. Pick my name. Oh no. That may not be a thing because fuck. I'll be dipped. I changed my router and everything and did not change that back. So that's why I'm coming up with movie or here. I must be allowed access. I can't get into my... Okay. Alright, well, I'm not gonna do that right now. Any hoozle. We'll get to that later, I guess. Fuck. Fuckity fuck. bastard. You bastard. So nothing. Okay. I forgot that was a thing. I forgot that I had changed that. And I had made a video downstairs. Oh, balls. It's gonna take me a moment to do that, so fuck that. Anyway, that was a great 20-minute stream. Sorry, this was like a last minute. I was literally in, have the grid on when I was changing that. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just flip it over, like I did so many times before previously on a different network. That I now have to reset that up and reset permissions and do that shit. So that might be tomorrow. Fuck, I thought I was gonna get that out and done quickly. Anyway, today, what I did is finished up redoing my fuel system on my 56 Ford, and then I had an epic fail because I didn't see the fuel pump that I had purchased, that I had installed, because it was smaller than the one that I was going to go with, which is the one I ended up going with, and a lot less work. It only mounted in one position, one pole, which I already had in the stock frame that I could get to. And so then I had to drill 2 more holes. I ended up being a fraction of an inch away from my rear brake metal line when I went through one of the holes. Like, I didn't realize it was that close. That was kind of scary, but I was able to move that up, elongate the hole out, and make it work. Which I'm so happy that actually happened, because I couldn't believe how close that, and it was my really small drill that went through, and I looked on the back and I'm like, oh my fucking god, wait, that is my brake line. I was that close. It could have went so much worse. If I would have even tried to wallow that out with the drill, just kind of work it around, which I needed to use my whole drill. It would have destroyed that and punctured my rear brake line. So I would have had to replace that. I wouldn't have patched it. I would have just put a whole new, probably 60-inch piece in, which would have sucked because I wasn't planning on doing that. And then I had to pleat it and all that crap. So anyway, so I got that in, got that connected and done. And then, secured everything zip tight with proper things to hold hoses and wires. Ran the wires. I had ran the wires last night, and I was trying it out today, and I was going to go to the drag races today, and that quickly turned into not, because it was a 24 volt pump that I did not realize. Not a 12 volt, and a 24 volt on a pump on a 12 volt system doesn't really work too great. I found, kind of no pumping very good. So there's that. Had to bleed the line from air at the thing when I started it, because it wasn't doing anything. We just had a big pocket of air because it was all brand new hoses. Through that, so now I got that fixed. Took it for a spin, got up to 60 miles an hour, because that's as fast as that truck. That's as fast as you want to drive that truck. It has a businessman rear end in it, but in 1956, the maximum speed limit was 55 miles an hour, and the cops were kind of on you about, if you went 60, you'd be all right. But yeah, I could do 65. If I really needed to, but I've set a good point at like 3,200 RPM is the highest I'm revving that to. It's a straight 6, has a lot of low end torque, and so that's fine shifting through the 3 gears that I have. Anyway, then I did some other stuff and some cleaning things that I did, and I'm experimenting, but I have that video later. Apparently, I'm not gonna run that video now, so that kind of sucks. That just kind of sucks. Any hoozle. We got a little bit better on our. See, in our sports car, we're still a B class rating, at least with our Formula type car. Oval and Formula we're A class, dirt oval B class, and dirt road B class. I don't do a lot of dirt oval. That's why my rating's 1495. I was playing with it for a little bit. It's rather fun. Don't get me wrong. I just after I'm done, my fucking shoulders are hurting from maybe my suit's up too high. I don't know. Anyway, GT13, and I have to buy something. What do I need to buy? Oh, probably that naval base. Yeah. One car. Yes. See that one? Bam. The Ferrari 296 is the only car I have. I hear it used to be good. Then it went to shit because something new came out. Sad that you can't equalize these and you just have to buy the newest car and get used to it. Sometimes you're okay with other cars, but it seems like some get nerfed more than others. That's a crazy circuit. Now they want $14.95 to this. Is this the only? It is the only option. Really? I mean, cool and all, but you're gonna charge me $14 for one. I get it. The prices today, pricing is just crazy. I'm not gonna practice a new track that's gonna change tomorrow anyway. Which it would be better. Just saying, if you only have one configuration on a track, and maybe if you want to call it two configurations because you can go reverse, right? If you're gonna call it two configurations, but still the track is the same layout, it should be like $9.99 or because or $10 instead of 15 for one layout, because I feel it's really worth it when you have like 5 or 6 layouts. It even includes an oval in there that you were like, oh shit, I can do ovals too besides this road. And that to me, that's worth the $15, if you will, for on the highest charging system that we have, but undoubtedly the best system as well. It seems like it's quite. I've always liked this thing. What? We have Mountain Showdown Week 13, a 15-minute race. Holy shit! I need to practice. And is this run every 30 minutes? It runs every 30 minutes. Well, there's 2 minutes and 22 seconds left on this. What should I do? Because what I think I want to do is hop in, practice for this 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes more, because, the track is really long. And it seems like it takes like a long time in a Miata. But ghost this race, so I can feel them out, see who's racing, stuff like that, right? I've been watching actually if you guys haven't seen this before this all loads up, the IMSA official, which is a fucking cool. It's so many races that I haven't been able to watch and whatnot, and I started deciding to look, to see if they were actually showing them on YouTube, because you can't get a proper channel that shows them, and some of them they're blacked out or whatever. But yeah.
The leader has just done a 2:39.60.
Obviously, they've got a lot of stuff. And I was listening to it, actually watching it on my third screen. Oh, we're not shifting now.
In lane speed limit is 31 miles per hour.
With paddle shifting. Do I have a... I do have a limiter.
Pit exit's clear.
Is this a little bit in the rain?
Right side. Clear right.
Oh, yeah, all clear.
That was nice of him. I ate him on that corner. Destroyed him. That was no dive bomb tactic. That was... he went wide. Oh. Oh, scheiße. Oh. Ow. That hurt. But it didn't seem to hurt the car.
Damage.
Okay. Well, where?
You've got damage on the right side.
Oh, okay.
Reduced aero might slow you down. On
Oh,
the
reduced
straight.
arrow might slow me down on the straight. I should probably just stop now. It's coming in a little too hot there. I thought I could run it over the ragged edge, but it, like... it's funny when you kind of go over a hill, you can't stop. You have less braking abilities. I know. It's utterly shocking to me too. Okay, people are leaving. Oh, look at... it has names? The new... oh, which is fucked up now. Oh.
Okay, Jason, you need to watch the track limits.
So much information, so little time. Let's see where we're at with a slightly damaged car. It doesn't seem to affect steering at all, just maybe a little arrow. Might slow me down on the straights, you know.
The leader's just done a 236.79.
Car 15 just hit the fastest lap. 36.789.
Ooh, that was a sexy corner.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 101 Fahrenheit.
Bow chicka bow bow, yeah? I mean, I kind of felt good, I'm just saying. Felt like, you know, afternoon delight. Touching somebody's elbows. You can get pregnant that way too, ladies, by the way, so you gotta watch out. Don't touch elbows directly connected. Although I hear if you just sneeze really hard right after it happens, you could sneeze an abortion. Oh, I thought I was in second. I'm like, why am I drifting out so much? I'm going too fast. I was weak. I turned too early, I think.
Quickest overall.
By 2 seconds. I can't believe it. The reason why I can't believe it, okay, what I'm saying here is, I know it wasn't the fastest guys that were setting the time. Probably most of them were like, I've already ran, I'm just, you know, they've been practicing this for quite some time, you know, and that's what, yeah. We'll hop in and ride our Batmobile. But what I was trying to get at was, I mean, my second lap in a car that I hadn't drove, and I've been driving one with a stick. I have, or track that I haven't drove, and it seems like too long. I really want to be on here and racing more because it hones my skills for and keeps me hones my skills for autocrossing. Autocrossing is where it's at. Oh, by the way, Saturday, I put my race tires on, which put me in a different class. Obviously, my 200 treadwear tires. The Falcon 660 pluses or whatever. So it's the first time running my tires this year. I've been racing around with my they are Ironman's super cheap tires, but incredibly good. They're kind of an anomaly. All the drift racer guys around here prefer them because, you know, $60 to $70 per tire. You're not paying like Nitto prices for a drift tire that you can go out and you it's kind of shocking that we have this guy, he's a tuner actually, and so he has some extra money, and obviously because he's a good tuner. Anyway, last year he picked up this, he didn't pick it up. It was gonna go to the fucking crusher, and he saved a second generation RX-7 that had a blown motor, but he wasn't a rotary type of guy anyway. Being a tuner, he kind of like a engine or a car. You know, it doesn't matter the car, engine swapper, right? He put an EcoBoost 2.3 or 2.4? I don't know. A little Ford engine in that. It's boosted. And he drifted the weekend beforehand with the same set of tires. Ran the shit out of them. Drifted all over the place. Autocross the next weekend and beat me in my Miata. Oh, and I got something to tell you about a Miata. Holy shit. Okay. But beat me in that, and they've been pretty much kicking my ass. Him and Ryan is another drifter, and you know, but I've already got a championship jacket in that class, and he kind of, I love Dan. He's a good guy, but I don't know if he has kind of a thing for me,
Here comes your first time left.
because he's got about 10 grand into that RX-7. And he just got done painting it last month when he painted it all white, because it was it's an interesting car. It's got Lambo doors, really shittily done, and so, you know, if somebody wants to ride with him, he generally goes out and closes the door for him. I'm the only one that has been in that car so far that I've been able to close the door from the passenger side. He's like, "What? The first time? Oh wow, one and done, man. Nice, you know." So when he took me for a ride in it, and that thing's a beast. But he autocrossed these or drifted these Ironmans, then autocrossed them all weekend long. The Saturday, and then he changed the tires to a different set on Sunday, but dominated the class. He's, you know, first in class, no fucking problem. Like a long way. Ryan, he was almost a full second faster than Ryan in his BMW. That Ryan has thousands of hours drifting that car, and he likes to come over and autocross. And he was complaining last year about the competition. Well, you need not to complain no more now that you're getting your ass handed to you along with me. I have only gotten one magnet, and that was for a third place in recession this year. And I have these new, they were new yet, what, not last year. Yeah, they're the year before. I got them with when I had some extra money, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get tires so I could roll this thing around, because, you know, things. And rims, you know, I want to. And then I'm like, I could always use those for... you know, on my 99 Miata as well, alright? Yeah, alright. Well, last year I won autocross or octocross, the last races before the year. It was a 2-day combined event, and beat a Golf GTI, fast car. He actually beat me in time, but I beat him in packs, so that was cool. And I did it with this really stiff rear roll bar. Now, unknown to me, because I didn't look, I didn't even ask ChatGPT, and ChatGPT would have told me exactly what I needed to know, man. I knew this. But I put these tires on, and I get there, and I was like, hey, I need to change my class. I'm not sure which one it was, or what class I should be in. Didn't bother to check, and I just guessed. And there were quite actually it was supposed to be like 6, but I think only 4 other people showed up, or 4 total that was in C class. Now my 99 puts me in E class, which is a slower class than C class, but it was like, which I thought that I was going to be in, because I wanted to keep this one as stock as possible. All I have is KYB AGX series, so 4-way adjustable on the dampener. You know, nothing spectacular, nice and cheap. Good set, keeps you at a stock ride height, and also keeps you in a stock class. If you go coilovers, you automatically go into street touring, which is a much faster class. But what I didn't know is you're only allowed to change one roll bar. You can either change the front or change the back, but you can't change them both. If you change them both, it puts you into street touring, which for my stock car, even with it, you know, with the tires and the 2 roll bars, I basically had to spend I have to spend more money. I have a lot more headroom in that class to get up to even halfway of what that class allows for what my car is at this juncture. And this car is gonna be my other daily driver. I'll daily drive my race car too, because it'll be street legal, but not as much, because I know that's going to be a lot rougher, and just a 20-minute drive to work might kick my ass. It'll be fun at first, but not really, because I'm on the freeway. So it's not like I'm yanking corners and having a great old time. So there's that. Anyway, unbeknownst to me, I didn't, well, because I didn't look, because I had that, it put me in street touring class. I got 4th place. 4th, I think I beat, no, I think I got last. I was last place in the street touring class, which obviously sucks because, you know, I don't like being last. I like magnets, and I like popping champagne. And if I'm 3rd or above and I'm popping champagne and spraying it on it, I feel like I've won. I'm just saying, because, I mean, I know in my heart of hearts that I could probably be plenty quick to...
The estimated SOF is 2,225.
quick enough to with
We
a
expect
similar
to be
car.
to the podium.
And that's the thing with Recession.
Green flag.
They're not similar cars. It's a completely open session. I mean, you can't have NOS, but it is a wide open session. Come on, guys. You're 7 seconds. Let him catch up a little bit. Arton. But so in that the whole thing though, I've been slightly struggling, or well, learning how to drive that car with with that big roll, that sway bar on the back and front, but and it's pretty drifty. Obviously, you tighten up the rear. I had it on the loosest setting that you can get. The loosest amount of to give me the most, yeah. Specifically did that on purpose for both of the roll bars, front and rear. And it's, you know.
Yeah, I knew this was a bad idea. Why did I?
Proper testing.
Anyone could drive on this track cleanly.
10 rank, you're good, bro.
But make some corners. So on Saturday night, or no, early Sunday morning, Saturday, I didn't get home until after 6. I woke up at 5:30, got ready and took off. Gates open at 7. Gates open actually earlier than that if you want to show up earlier than that. I've shown up while it was still dark. Towards the end, you know, like August or whatnot. Oh, I didn't catch that hill, that dip very well. I'm kicking their ass right now, currently. I'm gaining seconds on these guys. Or tenths of seconds. Weird. Oh, except Scott is the one that has a 3.2. He might get... Oh, we got a 6.4 Adam. Adam will be catching me. So anyway, about my... Oh. 5:30 in the morning on Sunday, I get a cup of coffee and take a couple tokes and run out there and rip my fucking rear sway off, completely removed. Which, now, I've heard from before that a lot of race car drivers, even autocrossers, don't even have a rear sway bar at all. I've just disconnected it or took it completely off. I mean, it is like a pencil, but it does help, right? And well, on Sunday, then being put back into the proper class, and actually not ES because there was nobody racing in ES, so I went into CS with it was a 2017, so 18-year newer car, the Miata. So an ND, I was racing against an ND, a really fast lady driver. She's actually one of the ladies' fastest, and she's a very quick driver. I mean,
10 minutes to go.
I don't know why the whole, oh well, she's a woman, she's not, bull fucking shit. Women can be fast. There's this other crazy driver, although she blew up her BRZ again. Oh wait, BRZ Subaru engine? Yeah. Again, yeah. She blew that up. And I'm 7 seconds ahead of these fuckers? I'm just Sunday driving. They must have had issues. I mean, I was only 3 seconds before. And it didn't really feel like it was a spectacular lap at 234. They're... Okay. I don't know if that's spectacular or not. That's not going to be spectacular. I had to really make that up in the mountain. Let's try first gear down here, shall we? See if that makes me go green. A little green, got a little green, little bit, little tippy tip, stip bit. I think though, if you can run second gear properly, which I haven't been doing, around that corner, it's potentially faster for holding more actual speed, because first gear does knock you down a couple more mile an hour. Ooh, I really fucked that up. It almost wadded into the wall. Almost touched it, but I knew I was going to be falling from the sky in a moment. So on my 56 truck, though, we are testing out some products, certain tire shines, which is better. Trying Meguiar's Ultimate Tire Shine and Armor All. I know Armor All, but I wanted to give it a proper, try. Armor All in a spray bottle, not aerosol. Extreme Tire Shine. So you got to I put the Ultimate on the fronts and the Extreme on the rears. I know you're gonna be like, well, obviously the rear tires are gonna get dirtier because the fronts are kicking up to it, and then you run into that. I'm gonna do a double test. We just, we gotta drive it around somehow, and now that I got the fuel system figured out and working proper like, and pumping like a motherfucker with a lifetime fuel pump. I think it's a E16048. I'm nearly 99% sure with my almost photographic memory.
No way, you're taking out my laptop.
Kind of like nearly photographic memory. It goes in like, not to say I'm... Oh, see? Oh, am I losing some? Am I gaining some? Gaining some. Maybe I can go in first gear better. Jesus Christ, I'm 12 seconds up front. if I would have raced this, which I only had one lap, I mean, I'm not gonna be dumb and race with one lap on it. Well, 100,000 laps before, but one lap in the last month, okay, or more, actually much more. I like this track, but it wasn't being played very much, or I wasn't on when it was being played. But anyway, yeah, having that rear in the Miata, having that rear sway bar disconnected, dude, it was like a whole nother car. The Ascent tracked really well, and you can get it to kick out a little bit here and there, but very little. It was, now mind you, the track was, or the day was cold. It was a pretty cold, windy
5 minutes
day.
to go.
And we have Jack as the president. He has multiple Miatas, and he runs with Hoosier full race tires, so like 50 treadwear tires, total slicks. They weren't warming up, they weren't really hot. I jumped in and went for a ride with him. And it was quite fun. He was good. But on Sunday, I beat his fastest time. He had Hoosiers on, I had 200 treadwear. Yeah, I know and it was cold, and he doesn't have, you know, the tire warmers so you can keep the heat going in them. Neither do I. But that Miata is a fucking damn good little car. In just bone stock form with good tires. And everything is stock. Oh, whoa. 21 seconds. Oh my goodness. It just must be nobody fast on today. And man, he's got a race on his hands.
You have about 5 laps left on fuel.
I was trying to stay ahead to see where we're at, and I was figuring, where's this guy at 6.0? Oh, Adam is way back there. He's 3 laps down. He got killed. Somebody took him out. I slowed down, as you saw. Ethan's really trying to do something. They were like side by side. You're gonna have to watch the turkey timeline. Whoa, that was Matt Malone's. I'm not supposed to steal Matt's word. I didn't. I actually had to change one time, I would call it Murder Alley. Like a murder of crows. Oof. Ooh, that was fast. Actually, it felt like I was damn near out of control, but that's when you know it's fast, right? I didn't hit any walls. Any hoozle. Yeah, I got a new soft top I put on that this last month, and did the another roll bar on my Miata. Didn't film that at all. I did not film that at all. I know. What kind of a loser am I? Well, the kind of loser that has so much fucking B-roll to go through to make some videos. To share with you guys about, you know, getting out there and working with your goddamn hands. Quit being a bitch behind a stupid little steering wheel. Buy yourself a cheap car. I've found so far 2 Miatas for under $2,000. One was $2,000, one was $1,500, and the one with $1,500 is my 92. They came with a fucking hardtop and a turboed engine that I'm currently using the rods and pistons from in the 1.6. I know it's a 1.6, but it's a 92. In a way, I kind of want to, right now, I want to keep it. So I beat these guys by Judas Priest so much. So much. They didn't even know what hit them if I was actually there. They wouldn't have kept up. It would have been done in just a short time. Anyway, so these guys, they're running over at Mid-Ohio. This is the second race. I watched the first race today.
For that yet, because every time I did that yesterday, Shay, the gap closed. So
do we want to race that? I don't know if we want to race that. I heard like, oh, I was gonna. I didn't do the Murder Alley.
Between himself and his teammate
That's
Christian
sick.
Hoddenland. And then Massimo Sunseri, another BSI racing car, and then Emilio De Lauro, another BSI racing car.
But
they are the start of the next group.
I hate to say this because it just might make them. Well, they shouldn't. There's a lot of them out there, so you can pick and choose, and it's great buying one of these.
Ethan Jacobs, the rookie, who was on the front row,
are in desperate need of some tender love and care. And rebuild them. They're very easy to understand and super easy to work on and incredibly reliable engines. The 1.6 arguably potentially is, they say, is more reliable than the 1.8 because the 1.6 is a pure race bred engine and likes a lot of RPM. It has a little bit different setup on the valve train.
He finished second in the first race. Ethan Jacobs is a very quick learner, and yesterday we saw
it is
how
down
he
0.2
worked
of a
with
liter
the two
though,
GTR cars of
which
Jared Thomas and Gresh
is
Wagner.
significant.
Today he's working with the two MMR cars. It doesn't matter who's around him. Ethan Jacobs
However,
is just
I have a turbo
out there. He's
and a
learning
manifold
every
and stuff
single
like that
second
that I
he
can throw
show
on
him
that
that's what
and
it
check
takes
it out
to
and
be a
see if
front runner in
that
this
turbo works.
championship.
There's no end play in the turbo. It's so smooth. All the fins look great. It's like, should I start and send it? I'm thinking so. You know, being that the fact that I got it and like, well, why would I not, right? A mini supercharger sounds really good too, but that mini supercharger, parasitic drain, however you're getting, you know, like 6 pounds of boost. You can even tune it up more than that, but a nice 6 pound of boot on
out in that direction, and my goodness me,
which is linear power. You know, it comes on. Supercharger is a torque builder, so you know, It's just
Wisconsin, and will
eat some
be
horsepower
at
to make the
Elkhart Lake
horsepower, but it could
later
make
on
decent
for
horsepower
the
too.
year for IMSA Racing.
But
Always a
Not for
huge
Mazda,
crowd
though.
you're
out
gaining
there.
horsepower
It's
out
gonna
of
be
waste. The downside
Not
to the
for
waste
Mazda,
is
no,
it
sadly,
fluctuates.
not this time.
It's not
Can you
constantly
imagine
running based on RPM.
Mazda's coming back
That's the downside to
through
that,
Carousel
and
through the King, probably 3 or 4 wide.
you know, coming out of a
Oh, my
corner when
goodness.
you don't
I'm
have
sure my
boost,
heart could- I'm sure my heart
kind
could
of
take it.
slow
Front
till
of
it
the
fucking
field
starts
still
spilling
Fletcher,
up.
Adeconis and Ethan Jacobs, and that gap has grown to, it's a second now, and now I am taking notice of that. But look who's on the front of the second pack, Shay. The two drivers that are there are Julian DaCosta and Jared Thomas. They will not want to see that particular trio getting away, so they're trying to kill the battles around them and get everyone to work together. That sounds ridiculous. They're racing drivers. Why would they want to work together? They're not even teammates. Because if they don't, they are not in with a chance of the big points haul at the end. As soon as you get side by side, as soon as you start fighting, you are losing time here, Shit.
Yep.
And let's point out, it's still half an hour to go in this race, near enough. 28.5 minutes.
That's the thing that so many
We've had nothing
amateur
to
race
happen
drivers
before
or
that, because
professional
even
amateurs
Jeremy
like
Fletcher, who has
myself
now
sometimes
led,
forget
now I can say
that
6 laps of this race. That's not enough to be considered a majority yet.
You-
So no points have been awarded. And speaking of
to have
points,
patience.
points convert to real cash
And
money.
with a race car
Here,
driver, learning
250K
patience is
for
rough.
the champion,
Luckily,
85
I
for
fished
second
with my
place,
grandpa a
80
bunch
for rookie
when
of
I
the
was
year.
younger and
You get money
learned
every single
pretty
race
damn good
weekend.
patience.
You get $6 grand
So
for winning a
that's
race,
why I'm
pays
not
all the way down to
I don't
10.
win a
That is
lot
cash.
because
Buy your crew
there's
nice
a
dinner
big
for
battle
putting
going on,
together a nice
and
car like what Jeremy Fletcher would have done for Dalton and company
it's
last
like
night, but I think
the
their
percentage.
celebration's more than enough.
Okay,
It's
that's
Jared
kind of
Thomas,
almost, but it no, it's
championship
true.
leader. I've said those words every
The
single year
risk
for the last 5 seasons, but
for
Jared Thomas
battling
has a 90
when
point advantage as Woody
you
Hyman
have
has
somebody
gone for a
that
spin
you
in
could
the
just
key
tell
hole.
that
I
they
don't think Woody would have gotten there by
may
himself.
spin
He's a
you
local
out
guy
if
to
they
this
given
track.
the chance.
Grew up
If you do
motorcycle racing
pass
around
them,
here.
you
Came
can't
back
leave
just
them
for
in
this
front
weekend
or
because
let
he loves
another
the track
guy
so much. Hopefully
go
he can
and
get it in gear and moving
see.
again.
I
But
can't believe it's
90
almost 10 o'clock
points
right now.
behind
Holy
Jared
shit.
Thomas is Justin Adaconis.
That's
10
a little
points behind him. Bobby Gossett,
insane.
yesterday's championship points leader.
Oh,
As
he
we
got
get
out.
you.
I
Good
thought he
job,
was
Woody.
stuck.
He managed to get the car out, and yep, he got a bit of help. That was the 89 of Ryan Leach, unfortunately. So Race Control will look at that and make a decision. 4th in championship after yesterday, Gresham Wagner. He's about 200 points off of his teammate
Got
Justin
his-
Thomas. And in
did he
fifth,
DB to
yesterday's
tire?
race winner and the second race win of the season for Jeremy
One might
Fletcher.
question
But it's
that.
been so up and down that he is 260 points off of first. We talked about the rookie battle, John, and I just want to hit this really quickly because it is still Frankie Barroso leading, but he has a 60-point
Oh, no.
advantage over the guy who's been fighting for the lead of this race. One Mr.
What happened
Jacobs.
to
So
car
the
number
season
15?
is very much just kicking off.
Another BSI spinner, I'm afraid, down the field a little bit, but the number 15, the beautiful, I really like that livery on that Mazda. No harm, no foul. I'm very impressed, by the way, that Massimo Sanzari got that pointing in the right direction because he got a bit of
he
help
puts him out at,
as well coming through turn 11. Even more impressive was Woody Hyman because he was, I thought he was high centred. Massimo went for a wild ride there.
Yeah, he did.
He's got the
The
witness
worst part was,
marks
John,
on
it
the
was his
right and the
teammate
left.
who pushed him off the track. It was
Again.
Christian Hodenland who gave him that little elbow check.
What the fuck kind of bullshit teammate's
So
that?
stayed green. Jeremy
And with
Fletcher,
20-some
Justin
plus
Adaconis,
minutes left, and a
that
teammate
we had a moment or two
knocks
ago
you
when Jay was doing the rundown of the
Bruh.
championship. Julian DaCosta, who's leading the second group, he did put the fastest lap of the race in, but Matt Novak has gone quicker still. We're talking fractions of a second. 1:35.474 for Matt. It was a 5:29 for Julian DaCosta. That was his fastest lap and the fastest lap of the race at the time. Coming down a half distance, 25 minutes still to go. So end of the next lap, we're going to be as near as makes no difference at half distance. We'll have completed 13 laps then. Matt Novak with another fastest lap. No, now Nathan Nicholson goes down to 35.3. This is hotting up, but the leaders have squeaked out to just over a second and the fighting is going on behind. No, it's going on behind Julian DaCosta and Jared Thomas, but they drafted each other all the way up to the keyhole. Those two seasoned campaigners, as we mentioned, they want to get their heads down, stop the fighting that's going on around them, and try and close that second. It's all of a sudden gone up to 1.4 seconds between Julian and the leader, 1 second between himself and the back of that threesome. But right now, they're not fighting either, Shea. It's just a question of who else falls in behind. It's going to need help from Parker DeLong and Marcello Paniccia to bring them back, and that's exactly what's happening.
And we need to be careful, John, because just because drivers pop out of line like Parker DeLong just did to make a beautiful pass on Jared Thomas doesn't necessarily mean that they are either blocking or looking to make a move. I talked to so many drivers this morning who were saying that when they pop, it's to cool the cars off. These are sprint races, but it is muggy outside right now. It is not necessarily an enjoyable temperature with the track temp about 91 degrees at 10 o'clock this morning. It is hot out there, so everyone is popping to make sure that their engine temperatures stay within reason, and that's what we just saw from Justin Adakonis at that moment. For example, he was not looking to make a pass on his teammate Jeremy Fletcher.
I'm still
He was looking to just
contemplating whether
try
I
and
want to
get the engine
race
dial
that.
gauge maybe a little bit lower.
Well, and in fact,
I like
Ethan
it, and
Jacobs
it's
in third
19 minutes
position
away.
actually had a run there on second place, Justin Adakonis, and he actually dropped back
But
in
it's at
behind
10:15.
so that they didn't disadvantage themselves.
I'm gonna
But
take
that
off and
second
then
group of cars
maybe
led by Julian DaCosta and the
tomorrow.
Lightning McQueen
Yeah,
alike,
it's not gonna be tonight.
is coming, and they're
Tomorrow
pretty much back
I'll
on.
try to
You said
get
it was
my
muggy.
computers
The air temperature
talking back
is
and forth to
only
each other again.
77, that's
Can't
fine,
believe
but
I
the
forgot that
humidity is 71%
when you
at
changed
the
it, I
at the
didn't bother to
moment,
even
so
look
that is
and
good.
get that working, so then you
Out
could
there.
see
Thank goodness for open
what I
top
did to
cars.
my truck.
Oh, yeah.
I got that nice and
by the way, the top
certified,
17
ceramic
back
coated.
together again.
Grainger makes it easy to find and order the products your
Kinda
team
pretty
depends
fat,
on
but
around the clock. Because
it's
when
a
boxes are
nice looking
packed,
truck. I did the
pallets are
interior.
stacked,
And I
trucks
have a
are
little
waiting
special
at the
thing
dock.
that I wanted like to
The
show
last
you
thing you want is to
before and
run short
after
on the
on
supplies
the
that
other
keep
products
your
that I
warehouse
tried
moving.
to clean the
Grainger
vinyl
is there
top
to
in the
help
back.
make sure
And
nothing
then what I
runs out
used
when
that
shipments are
made
rolling
all the
out.
difference in the
Call
world,
1-800
and
Grainger.
it only
Click
cost like
Grainger.com or just
$3.09 for a
Grainger,
tub of
for
it.
the ones who get it
A
done.
tub. It was a tub. Yeah.
Half distance.
Yeah. And it
run the course
is by
backwards
far
now.
the best
Yeah, well, that's right. You were listening. there,
leather
aren't you? And I
and
went,
vinyl
just come into the pit
conditioner
lane, double back around, and
cleaner
come back out in the
that
other direction. You know, why
for
not?
so less work
I'm sure there are many
and
reasons
cheapest
as
that I've
to
ever
why.
used.
Oh, yeah.
And was
Now,
turned
I've
on to me
heard
by a
actually
lady that
quite seriously,
has
there are a couple
over
of
$1 million
tracks in the UK
in
that have the
horse
track license
gear,
to run both
horse
ways.
leather, horse
Brass
tack.
Hatch
She
used
is
to
English rides. She
on
does
the-
she does
what's now called the
fucking
Indy circuit.
a
I'm not sure
lot, and
if
she
it still has, but I'm pretty
she
sure
has a
it's not
stable,
full.
so
It's
she
got
has.
guys neck of the woods.
And
I'm
she
pretty sure
train
that's
it,
still
you know,
licensed to run
takes
both
people on
ways. That
rides
is quite
and
unusual because, of course,
trains them
a
to
safety
do
feature that
stuff.
works,
So
let's say clockwise.
she knew her
sometimes
shit
doesn't
when
work
she
it's
discovered this,
counterclockwise,
and
anti-clockwise.
it's like
But there
it's
are
by
one or
far
two,
better.
in
She
the
has
world
some
that
really
do that.
old
Just
antique
imagine. I was just
leather,
thinking back there to the 1970s.
tack that
when,
looks fucking
in
phenomenal.
Scandinavia,
I got to
they
see
switched
pictures. I
from
never actually
on
got to touch
the
them, but
proper
she's
side
like,
of the road, like
you
we
won't
do
believe
here
it. Try it
on
on
the
your
left, on
vinyl
the
top on
left.
your 75 Duster.
At 10 o'clock in
It
the
did,
morning or whatever
and
time
then
it was,
I put it on
they
my
switched to
vinyl
driving
and
on the other side
everything
of the road, and they
to
changed
keep
all
it
the road signs
pliable
overnight.
and where it doesn't
And
get
basically,
tight
they woke
and
up
rip.
the next
It's
day and had to
it's
drive
fucking
on the
awesome.
other side of the road.
Interior door panels that are vinyl.
Just get
Even the
your head
hard
around that
vinyl
for a
that really
moment.
cleans that up, makes it
Meantime, we're in the
kind
second
of
half of this race.
re-moisturizes it, if you will.
And
It's bad
unfortunately,
enough
Jared,
when
pretty
everybody's
interesting,
driving
especially for what it
on
is.
the
True,
wrong
it's
side
true.
of the
It's a
road,
hand
you
cleaner.
come over here.
Gonna just as far as I go there.
hey, I don't
UK.
mind it. I like the challenge. It gets rid of
Anyway,
jet lag
I'll
pretty darn
I'll
quick.
show
You
you
have to
what
remember that you're driving
what
on
I
the
did,
other side.
which
You have to look
is
right
kind
at
of shocking
every
because I tried some
intersection.
products that I
Definitely
thought was
gets
going to
you
clean it
going
really
at
well,
the
and then
espresso
as soon as it dried,
I
it was
still
like,
remember
What
Joe
do you
Bradley
reckon
always
God, that
telling me
really looks like shit.
But Jared Thomas, I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
about
And you
him
use
because he
this
keeps dropping
hand cleaner
backwards. He's down to
first, and then
P7
after
at
that,
this point.
you
He
let
was fighting
that
with
soak
Bobby
in, and
Dawson
it
and
absorbs it
he
up,
managed to get
where
things
there's
under
like
control once
no
again, though, and stabilize at seventh.
oily
With
feeling
Glenn
after a
E,
while.
his sister car
It
right
soaks it right
behind
in.
him. Now that's
makes
good
it super
news as far
pliable.
as
Then put a
Jared is
protector
concerned,
on
because
it,
now he has a
and
bit of a
it's
tail gunner
fucking
and he can
choice
focus
with
on
so
moving
little
forward
bit
again.
of work.
But again, we
Because you know the
need to
vinyl
just
grain
temper
part,
ourselves
that
because
grainy
there's
shit is
20 minutes
it
to
cleans
go
all
in
the
this
grains.
race. We've
It
only
with
had 25
limited,
minutes elapsed.
minimal
Jeremy Fletcher has led 11 laps.
stuff.
I feel
It's
confident
pretty
in saying
shocking
no one
how
will lead
good
more
it
than
looks.
11 laps. Confident, but not ready to award him the 10 bonus points just
Yeah, it
quite
really
yet.
is.
15 laps completed at just over half distance. Fletcher happy at the moment to be leading out. Just at Adaconis sitting in behind his teammate, and right now Ethan Jacobs is playing that same game. We've got 2 sets of 3, then a 2, then the battle pack behind them, and for the first time,
Fucking great race going on.
I was going to say first time.
Anyway,
opportunity,
I'm
but
gonna
I don't
probably
think
watch
so. I
this,
think
the rest
Justin
of
Adaconis
this.
again, as
Guys,
Shay
if
was
you
saying,
haven't
just going
joined
out to get some
IMSA
air across
official
the
already,
radiator at the front
do
of
it.
that
They keep up on a lot of
2-litre,
really cool
180
races,
horsepower
IMSA races,
Mazda engine.
and
Ethan Jacobs
the
sits in
Miatas,
third, but
man.
he's
You don't
got
get to watch
company now,
these.
Julian DaCosta. Now, what does Julian
I'm
do?
sure
He's
some of you were
dragged
like, "Duh, where have you
another
been,
3, 4,
Jay?
5
Under a rock?"
cars into this
Under a
lead
car.
battle.
Okay.
Does he sit there, or
Okay.
does he immediately
Okay.
try and improve his
I actually
position?
like work with
Just
these
on
hands,
19
and I
minutes
create
to go.
stuff,
We're
and I
gonna
make it
lap 16
better.
as
That's
we
what my
come
goal
down
is
to the
anytime I'm working
carousel
on a car,
again
is what can I
now,
do to make it
and then
better
through
in its stock
the
form,
tricky
and
little
then
left-hander
I take steps in making it even better than that, you know.
the inside
Like,
curb there, the left curb there this
but
year.
I'm not one to
See people
dump
launch
like
themselves
$10,000
across
into
there
a
at the
car
pass through turn one.
just to make it like the
Super
fastest
important
car
to
around.
get turn 1 right.
For
Use
me, it's all
every
about
bit
the
of room you
handling.
can, but none of the grass.
And sure, I
There's a
could dump
little
more money into
depression
make my
and then you
car
start
handle
to climb
better,
and
but
climb
I've already
and
dumped a
climb.
lot of money into a 92 that just be fine, and this rides way better, and I can
That's a
adjust
look.
dampeners, and it
Again.
rides nice and soft, but yet
Now we're going to go back to a few laps where people
got
are
me a
sparring.
first place
Oh,
magnet
geez, that
last
was
year,
happening
popped the
18
champagne
minutes
on top of
out.
all these bitches.
I'm
That was really cool.
intrigued by
And I
this.
think I
There's
should.
so much going on without
It depends
any
on who
positions
shows up
changing. Oh, hang
in
on.
CS,
As I say that,
but
Justin Adaconis will go to the lead.
I
Big
believe
push
the
there
rest of the year
with a
I'll be
little bit
running
of
my
bump
race
drafting.
tires. I haven't actually even
But
pulled them off
Jeremy
my
Fletcher
car
wants to
yet.
stay in second
I've been
behind his
running my
teammate,
Firebird
and
back
Ethan
and forth to
Jacobs
work,
doesn't want to
so
let them
not
be
to
side by side.
chew up those
Over
tires.
the top of turn 5, now dropping down. It'll be Fletcher on the inside.
I think Jason's gonna have possibly another championship. I might be too late because I started in race 7 over there. Well, wait, no, it's race 8. It was 7 and 8, so my race 7 was 4th place or last in street touring.
Now Justin Adaconis and his
but
teammate,
this is
brilliant battling.
now
And it's a bit more
got that
off-roading a
figured
moment or
out.
two ago, Shay.
Took my
Ooh, that was the
roll bar off.
34 that was
I
going
haven't
for a
put
bit
one
of a
on. I have
wild
the
ride
end links.
further
I'm gonna
back.
try it. I'm gonna put
That's
it
a
on,
very sketch
and I could take it
moment
off
for
at
John
the
Salerno,
at the
guy who was
place.
second
You
in
know,
the Rookie
when I'm
of the Year
racing.
standings coming
Because with
into
the stock
yesterday's
one,
race. He did manage to
it
keep it going. Maybe he heard
could
you
let the
talking
ass end
about
work a little
Monster
bit
Cross yesterday, John,
for me,
and the idea that we need some
but
MX-10s
then again,
out
it
around
felt
the
really
track,
good
just,
with no
tethered
rear
together,
bar,
but
rear
seeing
bar
what kind
on
of
it.
off-roading capabilities
really
we had.
good.
The second
Very
group,
level
though,
driving, I feel.
That's the bit that I'm kind of watching warily in the
I was gonna
background.
show you
Is in no man's land,
videos,
but then
but
Matt
my
Novak is leading the pack, and in that
goddamn,
group, you've got drivers such as Max Stallone, Ethan Lampy, Bobby
recording
Dawson,
it was all
championship
corrupted.
yesterday,
I don't know what the
Frankie
fuck.
Barroso,
So
the Rookie of the
came
Year
back here. I
points
had
leader,
some of them.
Nathan
It
Nichols,
started
what
working
can they do
again.
to work
Wasn't
together to get
being
back to the front?
corrupted,
Because
but we'll
if they
see.
can, any one of
It
those
was kind of
6
bummed me
cars
out because I
can
was
win
really
this
excited
race.
about showing that because I did it. I had a
52-year-old trauma nurse.
on first day. I was the first one to spin, which is great. On my first lap.
Jared Thomas is off. Switch to the right, to the left, and
Oh my
Jared
goodness.
Thomas, in trying to go down the inside, unsettled the car. He tried to switch back to the left-hand side and lost the back of the car, got on the grass. The grass is the slippy stuff. It will be a full course yellow, 16 and a quarter to go. And Jared Thomas,
full
what
course.
happened there for him to swerve so immediately to the left-hand side? He was throwing
O'Reilly's
it down
Auto
driver's
Parts
right.
sponsors this too.
And Jared Thomas
Apparently.
normally does not make mistakes like that. Was there a little clip? Did something happen to him? Had he realised he was going in too hot and tried to not take anyone out? If that is the case, that was a very courageous piece of driving and respectful piece of driving. He's done damage all the way across the back of the car. The AMR safety team are there already, and he's beached down in that big gravel trap at turn 4. They're already putting
He just
the
crunched that back in.
toe strop on the front, and the teleloader
It's
is
fixable.
there.
And
Full
John,
course
this
yellow.
was our championship
unfortunate.
leader, and I say was
Championship.
because
Oh,
Jared
no.
is going to get 10 points from today. And even if Justin Adiconis, Bobby Gossett, Jeremy Fletcher, even if they all fall off the racetrack and have bad days, it's not going to be as bad as the points gained for Jared Thomas. So a man who has twice found victory, well, once found victory lane in the
Mitch.
series here
What
at
happened to him?
Mid-Ohio will
Right,
be
let's
lucky.
have a look.
Oh,
So he goes down
Oh.
the inside. I think he realised, Shea, that he wasn't going to make it and tried to back out of it, but turned to the left and
Whoa.
just couldn't keep the car on the grey. Grey is grippy, green is slippy, and my goodness, did Jared Thomas not find
he almost
out
flipped that car. It
hard
looked
play
like
there?
it like
I didn't
lifted up
see
on him
any
pretty good.
contact between himself and the cars he was running with.
Can I just?
I do think he
Yes.
was throwing it down the inside, and possibly he just thought he couldn't make it and tried to get out without taking out a whole bunch of cars. But in doing so, in some ways, he might have sacrificed himself there, Shane.
Yeah, I'd be really curious to have a conversation with Jared, which I will do after this race, and find out, was the move from
You know, a
further
race that I
along
really
to go
miss
down the inside, was that a little
is-
bit too much? Did he feel
actually
of
these.
a block move? Not saying it was a block move, but is that what Jared
That.
read it
I
as?
really miss
And
running
then
around in
his
the
response was
American
to
muscle
move
cars,
back
which would
across
be the
racetrack
old
to driver's
school
left
Mustang.
to try and go around the outside, where, as
With
you rightly point
street
out,
tires
there's
on
not
it.
as much grip where he possibly thought there would have been. But that was a very scary incident for Jared, a guy who's very accomplished around this track.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell,
Wow.
why
And
he did
my
do what he
goodness me,
did.
he nearly
Something
picked up
must have happened.
that
See how the
bright
car lifted,
gold
and then bam.
machine as well. I was. Did the car actually go over there?
I think it might
Half
have gone
over.
over.
In the dust at the end. My goodness me. He just didn't seem
Nearly.
to
I
slow
think
down,
it flipped
even
up
when he was
and came down.
on the racing surface.
The way the slide, the tires, with the slide,
That's a
it dug
very odd
in
one
and
for
picked
me.
up. It didn't go over. I don't
If
think it
he-
came over.
I mean, Glenn McGee was right in
I could
there.
be totally wrong,
He would have had a good view of it.
but I recall seeing the
So,
tire dig
I've not
where
seen
it wasn't like
anything
you
like
saw
that from a
got all
driver as
smooth suddenly 'cause it
experienced
ran
as-
over the
as
top.
Jared. What I will say, he walked out of the car without needing any assistance. So all the safety features of these purpose-built race cars certainly did their job there. But he didn't look annoyed. He didn't look back at the car as if there was a failure either.
No.
There was just almost an acknowledgement, you know. Well, that's my mistake.
Yeah,
I
that
am
was
getting
totally hit
confirmation,
on
by
him.
the way, from several sources. Jared Thomas did roll, so we couldn't see it through all the cloud of
He
dust.
did
but that's
roll.
not
Through
the
the
first
dust.
time that we have had that happen at that point on the racetrack. The good news that we can say, yes, he got out of the car himself unaided. And
then he
the
rolled
good
1.5
news
times,
as far
'cause I
as
saw it go up
Jeremy
like
Fletcher
this,
would be
and then
concerned, nobody will lead more laps than he has, because with this yellow neutralizing the race, something we didn't have much of yesterday at all. We had one car go off on its own and just need a quick bit of recovery. This is the cleanest weekend we have had of Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup racing in a long time. Hats off to all of our drivers. And I was mentioning in the paddock earlier this weekend that maybe we needed to have a water balloon fight when we get to Virginia International Raceway, so people could take out their aggression on each other off the racetrack. I think maybe it's worked. So guys, I will put forth, I will go out and buy water balloons for all y'all if you'll keep this up the next race we have, which is at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park in about a month's time.
Charlotte Trainer, our biggest mover at the moment. She's in 22nd, up 13 positions for Parker DeLong Racing. Another one of the half the field that is new to the championship this year, officially rookies. The Whelen
Come on.
MX-5
Oh, actually, you know what? We
safety
can
car
speed this up.
bringing them round.
I'm sorry.
That's Sandy Grab.
Oh.
restart. Julian DaCosta, one of a number of drivers. Everybody back
I don't know
together.
why I
Adam,
made you guys. Okay,
dollar
now
payout
we're off.
right down to 10th position. Justin Adaconis got the perfect start. Jeremy Fletcher having to defend from Ethan Thomas, who pulls out. This time he does take the opportunity down the inside. He's being pushed by Julian DaCosta in the 95 car. Behind him, the 38 is Marcello Paniccia, and he's pushing him through as well. How they all got through the keyhole with so much contact there going into the braking area. But it is Adaconis who's pulling away. This battling behind him isn't helping anybody through. Comes Ethan Jacobs being pushed by DaCosta, and for a moment it's 3 wide. And Jacobs is going the long way around at turn 4.
But he
He'll have
pulled
the
it up.
inside for turn 5 as he climbs the hill. He might be going from 3rd to 2nd to 1st. And holds on to it. Can Adaconis come back down the inside? He can't. And the rookie who started on the front row, led early on, is back to the front. I said She'd been biding his time, and he obviously thinks it's go time now, and he has pushed
7
the
minutes less.
That loud cheering you just heard was Ashlyn and Eli, his sister and brother-in-law, watching back in Wisconsin, very happy to see their little brother doing so well as Ethan Jacobs leads an MX5 Cup race on talent, on merit, but it's not over yet. 7 minutes to go. Justin Adaconis in second. Julian
I bet he's a
DaCosta
sim
in
racer.
third.
Parker DeLong has been
This is a tough track to learn
through penalty.
initially because there's a lot of you can't see the corners.
In that
You know, you,
incident with Jared Thomas.
so on the simulator it really
He'll
gets you
come
comfortable.
through the pit lane and give up
And
the
that
spot.
first turn is
Well,
interesting because
that
you can
might
take
be
it
worth
fast,
having a
but
look at. Again, the decision's been made.
you have
It's
to
not
hit it
going to
right.
be changed.
Otherwise,
You mentioned it.
you're on the
The
grass
blue
or
car
touching your
might have
brakes to
moved in
stay on the track,
response
and you're going
to
slow
the
on your
dive
out.
down the inside by the red and white Jared Thomas car. 6.5 to go. I suspect the team will be having a chat about that with race control, but they seldom change their minds on these things. It was at this part of the circuit that it all happened, and with 3 wide again, and DaCosta comes down the inside. He's going to improve his position by 1. Can he get 2? No, he can't, and now he's moved out to the outside again. He's back in 3rd for a moment. DaCosta trying to hold on, but at the front of the field, Justin Adaconis has gone back to the lead. You might as well just roll the dice and guess which number is going to be at the front of the field.
And there was chaos behind as Glenn McGee got pushed off the track coming into turn 5. He speared across, knocked out Bobby Gossett, the guy who was leading the championship coming into today's race. Bobby was ironically the one who actually pushed Glenn off the racetrack. Bobby got spun around. Glenn was able to keep going. Bobby got it pointed in the right direction. Ethan Lampy took evasive action. He too went off the track. Mild chaos erupting with 5.5 minutes to go, and our leader is Justin Adaconis with Ethan Jacobs right behind. There's 4 different teams represented.
Yeah, in this track, it's kind of advantageous to be in 2nd or 3rd until the end.
He will stay out on the racetrack.
The lap that matters the most.
After the race.
Because
The problem with that is he's going to go past the start-finish line more than 3 times, and he might get a total black flag and be pulled out of the race, and at that point there's nothing left to argue. That is the issue there. Well, you wonder why for just a 45-minute race we have 2 sets of eyes in the booth. That's because for Whelen Mazda MX5 Cup presented by Michelin, just doing it on your own is, you can't watch it all at the same time. We were watching a battle for the lead, and Shea was watching the battle and the incident further back down.
Oh,
Brilliant
God.
pickup by Shea Adam, and at the same part of the circuit again, leading contenders have gone out.
Teammates.
and teammates?
Go ahead,
Jesus
Jake, Rob.
fucking
That was
Christ.
teammates because Jeremy Fletcher and Marcello Paniccia were very elbows towards one another, and Marcello pushed Jeremy off the track. Jeremy was having none of that. By the time they came into turn 5, both cars were pointing well off the racing line, and it was Paniccia who was nosed into the tires. Not entirely sure how happy Chad McCumbee and Stephen McAleer will be about that moment, but yeah, Paniccia just not leaving Jeremy Fletcher quite enough room, and Jeremy deciding to extract his own revenge. Yesterday's race winner will not be today's race winner, but it is still an MMR car leading the way as Adaconis has a bit of a gap over Ethan Jacobs.
Still green.
And Max Stallone's going to be looked at as well for the earlier incident that he was involved with. This could be a very provisional set of results at the end, as we've had another spinner further back down the field. The all-grey number 30. Oh, no. It's Charlotte Trainer who'd made up all those positions for Parker DeLong Racing in the grey, white and dark red car. She was the biggest mover, what, just 6 or 7 laps ago, and now has to recover at the front of the field. Right, take a breath. Some of the same players
I
are
almost
there.
started, thank God, I was able to actually control my mouth this time. I almost started to talk about a situation at work, but well, in order to prove something, I suggested to the boss man that we all have, you know, a step counter, a pedometer, right? I'm like, because he thinks, for some reason, I think he has toxic people telling him shit and he's believing it, that because I'm the commercial guy in the back, I take care of my commercial boys, so I'm on the phone a lot, because that's part of my job, is answering this commercial line phone, the top five lines. And I have a partner that comes in later than I do. I'm up at 7, or they're like 7:15 or so, and he comes in at 8:45, or he's supposed to be here at 9. I'm supposed to be there at 7:30, but we both get there early.
I really want to know what Justin Adiconis' mom's heart rate monitor is saying, because the last time she was watching him race,
somehow somebody has got in the boss guy's head that we back in the back don't work. That we sit back, we have a chair to sit in because I have paperwork to do, and I'm on the phones a lot, and I'm doing research a lot, so it just makes sense to have a chair back there. Plus, I'm not in the public eye, so why not, right? He has this idea that we don't work that much and we need to do more. So I'm like, because he was like, well, you just sit there, you're just on the phones all the time, and you're eating, and you're going to the bathroom. And I'm like, yeah, everybody's got to poop, man. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're talking about, yeah, everybody's pooping. So why are you even bringing this up? I don't even understand. But it's because I made the comment that because I do math, and if you add it up, 10 minutes in the bathroom every day is, in the end of the year, equals a 40-hour vacation. That's 40 hours of time that you were putting in work, but you're putting in work in the bathroom and not being productive at the job. But everybody poops, so fucking, I don't even know he could even say anything about that. But I was like, hey, let's have a challenge. I bet him today. I sent a message to him. I was like, I bet you I walk double. I walk in that building double more than the best worker there, and and the best worker there in up front is him. So I'm telling him I walk double the steps that he does, and triple to quadruple the other steps of everybody fucking else. And I'm gonna prove that I do. It is an absolute fact that I bust my ass while I'm there, and I'm in the back, so he can't see me. So when he goes, he goes to the bank. He walks, he walks in the back every once in a while. But he goes to the back. Bank at about 1 o'clock, which is about the time I eat lunch. Oh wait, I don't clock out for lunch. I eat lunch while I'm working. So all these other people have a half-hour lunches. I don't take a half-hour lunch. I could take a half-hour lunch. I could also take 2 10-minute breaks, which would be more than enough time for me to poop.
second
if that's
race
or
here
and all
at
the
Middle
bathroom
Ohio
breaks or
for
going to the
Montgomery
bathroom because I'm
Mackinlay
trying to stay
Racing.
hydrated.
Ethan Jacobs
I drink a lot
on
of
the
coffee in the
podium.
morning.
Parker
I drink a lot of iced tea in the
with
afternoon.
a drive-through penalty
So
assessed on him.
yeah, I
In
might go to
third
the
place, Julian
bathroom
DaCosta in fourth, Max
because
Stallone,
everybody goes to the bathroom.
looking
Anyway,
at a potential
we'll see how he
penalty
hasn't
as well.
answered me back because
And the 0, 9 and 9 further back after
it's
that
kind of funny.
incident.
So,
Damon Orkey
so 23 got it,
involved in an incident with Vaughan Mishko. That's been
and he
looked
got
at as
that
well.
purple guy, the
Very,
rookie dude, got
very
second. So
provisional.
fuck yeah.
Yes.
As they come back down through turn number 4. My goodness me, we expect excitement, but that was turned up to
They
11,
look
Shea
like
Adam.
they're
That
still
was
racing,
a
are they not?
championship
Are they
winning
just
move from Justin Adakonis. We have seen a different driver this year behind the wheel of the 23. 2 victories out of 6 races for Justin, and a move like that, if he can keep doing that week in and week out, that will net
Yeah,
him
it's this cool down lap.
$250,000 at the end of the
Shit.
year. He was patient,
Look at this.
decisive, brilliant.
There's the power pass at turn 9. Set it up in the previous corner. Got a good run through that S-bend section. And I don't think Ethan did anything wrong. I absolutely don't think
No.
Ethan Jacobs did anything wrong.
There was
I
no
don't
contact,
think
and
he
that was a
could
good
have
move. The
closed the
purple
door any
car.
earlier. But what a run. Last third of the lap. And Montgomery Mackinlay leads JDH and Parker DeLong Racing.
The only lap
Uh,
that truly
that
matters.
hasn't
What position you're
changed
in.
as yet. So let's
Anyway,
see
guys,
if
have a
that
great one. It's been
drive-through
great to
penalty
actually
is
jump
going
on
to
here for a
change.
couple hours and say
That's
howdy to
very,
y'all.
very interesting.
See what's up.
That, I would have
I
thought
look
that would
forward
have
to
been
be doing this
converted
more and more
into
because
a time penalty.
I
Shea Adam will
still
do
have a
some
lot
mental
to
arithmetic
work
as I
on, but
give you the very provisional
I'll,
Mazda
I'm trying to
unofficial
talk myself
results.
into
Justin
taking you
Adakonis,
out there
what a
and be
race.
streaming
What a
while
race.
I'm out in
What
the
a
garage.
pass to take a victory.
Because
That,
I
as Shea
do
rightly says,
stay
the path word pass
on tasks
worthy
for the most
of
part.
taking someone
Sometimes
to a
I
championship.
switch
Ethan
it up and do
Jacobs, the
something
best of the
different just
rookies.
depending
He's
on
not
my
racing
mood
like a
or
rookie. He
how I feel.
is racing like a veteran for JT.
Let's see if I can't set that up better.
And 3/10
I got
at
2
the end,
cameras
that's
out there
quite a big
that I'm
gap,
recording
almost
with,
4. Parker
and
DeLong
3
Racing,
others
Willie, won't he
that I'm not doing a
on
fucking thing with.
that podium with the
I could set them up better.
drive-through. And as we
You know what I
run
mean?
through
Anyway,
the rest of
you guys
the
have a fantastic evening.
runners and riders.
Might see you tomorrow.
We
I
can take a
might
little
be.
bit of a
Yeah, I don't.
breath. Max
We'll see you
Stallone in
tomorrow.
fourth, Matt
Take care.
Novak in